Global Atomic is a Canadian company that operates in Turkey and in Niger, West Africa. We have a cash-flowing zinc-producing asset in Turkey, and we have a world-class Tier 1 uranium deposit in Niger that we are currently doing a feasibility on to put into production. Growth is now coming, it's a good question. The Turkish zinc operation, we've currently gone into an expansion phase. So we completely demolished our old plant, and we're putting in a state-of-the-art plant right now that'll be running in September. We have a partner, which is the largest zinc recycler in the world, called Befesa Zinc. They trade on the Frankfurt Exchange. And between the two of us, we're building this new plant. So it will double our capacity. We'll produce about 60 million pounds a year from this operation. I guess the uranium project, from a uniqueness point of view, it's the highest grade sandstone hosted uranium deposit in the world. In Africa, it's the largest, highest grade discovery in the last 50 years, but a lot of uranium deposits are in different hosts. This is a sandstone hosted deposit, similar to what's been mined in Niger previously, but it's much, much higher grade, and it's very large. Well, the challenges that we've had, I would say primarily in West Africa now is the situation with Al-Qaeda moving into the area. So we have to have a very solid security group that maintains watch over our project. The government is, I would say, very committed to having investors in the country. They're very committed to keeping security a top focus in the country. The Americans have set up a number of military bases there, and Niger, I would say, as a benefit to Global Atomic, is totally aligned with the West. So they view themselves as really the key to maintaining control from a security point of view in West Africa. Well, I think from an investment point of view, if you look where Befesa is trading currently at about 10 times EBITDA, our EBITDA last year, 2018, reported was $13 million. We currently have a market cap of about $50 million. So if we even go just on the Turkish asset alone up to where Befesa is trading, we should be, substantially higher than we are. And that's basically giving no value at all to, a 250 million pound uranium deposit. So I think from an investor point of view, you've got the benefit of the cash flow, and you've got the benefit of a $1 billion asset that's not valued currently in our share price. The company, Global Atomic, since we discovered this deposit, has gained a lot of attention in the uranium community. We'd been in discussions with Areva, which is now called Orano Mining. It's owned by the government of France. They're the biggest uranium producer in Niger, and they supply 30% of France's uranium supply coming from two mines that they operate currently just north of our Dasa deposit. So we made a deal with them, an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, in July of 2017 to actually supply their mills with our uranium ore from Dasa. So what this really gives us is an advantage over a lot of other new uranium projects in that we don't have to build a mill. We can mine like an open pit, a gravel operation effectively, and put it on trucks and move it up the road 80 kilometers to their mills. That allows us to really get this project into production at current prices. So we've been trading in the $25 to $30 range, and we can actually make money at that price. We don't have to wait to $40 to $50 that would turn on other uranium projects. So it's a very important agreement that we have with France, with Orano Mining, and we're developing that now, and that's all going to be included in our feasibility study. Well, it gives us a completely different profile. You know, the TSX is highly regarded around the world. Being on the TSX gives us better exposure. There's a lot of UK funds that are in our story. The UK market really likes West Africa. They like uranium. They invested in Global Atomic in the early days so that we could move the DASA project up to where we are now. And the fact that we're on the TSX now gives them better liquidity and obviously attracts more shareholders that could not participate prior to us being on the TSX.